On Thursday, 24th March, the 3 South Africans who had been in BNI custody since the previous Sunday were granted bail with specific orders from the court that they be taken to the office of the registrar of the court while their sureties were being verified before their release. What happened next on the compound of the judiciary in the full glare of journalists and lawyers could only be described as the greatest form of disrespect and impunity against the office of the Chief Justice in particular and the judiciary as a whole. The BNI agents completely ignored the orders of the court, bundled the 3 men into a waiting vehicle and drove them straight back into custody. As we speak, ladies and gentlemen, the 3 South Africans are still in custody. In fact, they are in unlawful custody. They are being held against the orders of the court of competent jurisdiction, and they have been held continuously for 8 days, way beyond the 48 hours permitted by the Constitution of the Republic. They have not been allowed access to their lawyers. What the BNI have done is what we know happens under a typical police state. We have asked, has President John Mahama now declared Ghana as a police state? What the BNI did in disregarding the orders of the court is something that even the state may hesitate to do under dictatorship. It is one of the clearest examples of the state of insecurity that Ghanaians are increasingly experiencing under President John Mahama leadership. And the threat his continuous stay in office is posing to our collective security as a nation. For the government that sees nothing wrong with importing known terrorists released from U.S. detention in Guantanamo Bay to then go ahead and criminalize effort by the main opposition leader to enhance the capacity of the close protection unit of himself, his running mate and spouses is most rich and bizarre. It tells us that President Mahama has gotten his priorities all mixed up. It tells Ghanaians that the security of our nation is not safe in the hands of President Mahama and his NDC. Since Thursday, Captain Edmund Koda retired, the head of security of the presidential candidate of Ghana, biggest opposition party, has also been in unlawful custody. He has been deliberately kept without charge, without access to his lawyers, for 96 straight hours, beyond the 48 hours limit, after which a prisoner on remand must be brought before a judge. Let it be stressed, the man who was first charged in court had the charges dropped, then immediately afterwards invited to the BNI for further questioning, and kept incommunicado since last Thursday, is the same man who has the security details of the MPP Frabere, Nana Akufo-Addo. Before Thursday, Captain Koda have responded to every invitation by the BNI and was cooperating fully. We see the arrest, the timing of his arrest on the eve of a long Easter holiday, and the nature and circumstances of his detention as nothing more than a deliberate act of provocation. Furthermore, the lawyers of Captain Koda.
Okay, so Yasaba, the Patriotic Party Greater Accra, and what is your opinion? A2 and Amon Ekasa, and some about the arrest. But the release from the Interior Ministry relating to these South Africans, making kind of at the amount 10 points. But I bring to you about Papa. Fisherman, educated fisherman, Alote Jacobs, upon to say, you may come.
Adom Bafuna Madichipachi. And then you panas there. depending we so him wa crying ado wa me be me easy wa me be me ashe o me yeda yo so
I'll get to your baba because 2 episodes are appearing now. Surprisingly, you tini be but it constantly you tini be from.
Me better Ghana for there. Many. Oh, say Nana do 72. I must be 62.
Nah, say you look older than Nana.
I look younger than Nana.
Sabre when you cash him, when you cash him, na FAU on Copra Bono ever.
It is another 10 years.
I will prepare in your David the NBM ma Wakuma.
David no time on saying. Okay. May I obey him.
Sabri.
But we are impressed with
I love my wife.
We are impressed with the development that comes through Central Region under John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency.
Oh, sure, why not? I mean,
development
Menya Kakaba Kennedy, Japan, or Falantusi, or Fashipa, the Orokodo, no constituency.
Or the constituency.
Nadia, no, and I agree better. Because it was the assembly.
Now, I don't
me tune down, me require. In Suto, and my light off. Make auto diesel. She said, glass, na bo. A quina President Mahama, so I am. Oh, quina President Mahama.
Wow, what's our contract?
What
shall I say? What year? What in the way you faces? Yeah,
we should make him pay. We should pay and not me too.
Who inject in the middle of
Boom saying,
Camp David or Camp David division. Don't be more. You yeah, although come for you no year now.
For Central Region.
Development, you want what day I was see or Wesley gets a quasi, and the Boabas were nice. And these phone first can go in your Mazabianca.
But said the Kotokraba market.
Rosa, yeah, one no consequence. Fire service. Fire stations in Juma.
Me because it was now about what me from there. Me because
I watch you there.
No, I can't buy catch me.
I watch you there. No, and then if you feel
one mention the Tobas or say fire service for Juma Kwano improvement about acquire
fire service.
I see the Kwano contract. Who is a contractor?
Contract be any class. I didn't announce to you.
I see the Kwano contract.
No.
President Mahama
or your deliberate attempt not to recognize what President Mahama is doing.
Look, you see, let us be
No, it's not a joke.
Now, okay, I sing for him.
Go and see a lot of development projects.
Yeah, okay, I sing for Echo. So, but you know, catch himself for such a Puprasu road here.
Oh, they are my contractor.
Faces.
Faces, bang. So, why do you mention for because nothing has been done?
You are narrowing for you to
nothing has been done. The equipment why me back to say and then answer ensure kese bi toy and now we need to yagan ensure top light and I'm got diesel
what is your problem with light ono say our for township is electricity has a problem because of the forest nature of that
for electricity me say fatum chen and the problem yes. But the coin, me say, you the drum and the sea more ecotoy. Then suato. Uhunu a quansupuna aminem, buna, a chile,
and a drum a pim.
Me say, I mean, we are coming to buy because you're the robber and the shell, a bepum now, a fan of the Beco. That's our crime way, President Mahama to me, Gina, now him, now on free her and Ruha, or when you see was he asking for such a full being constructed. So what?
It's being constructed.
Constructed from where?
Yeah, I say from Dungon offense.
Why? Now,
there are priorities.
What?
There are priorities.
I'm not saying yes, they say central you want more. Who quite asking for such a price or also the free Dunqua? What if we want Dunqua?
Ewa. Our priority with him. I'm working. Michelle President Mama, Mapa and Jordan.
Okay, Alote. Yeah, round up with Central Region. Me and friend, we call Central Region. Your key.
A lot is going on.
Yeah, that's what. My we Kotokraba no.
almost about 80%.
Why?
Since my yet abakan, oh yeah, a dembia yebubwa yemo lorry park.
Okay, and it ends up as one of the best in Africa.
Well, the best in Africa. And
yes, one name marking, but
best in Africa.
Yes, one name marking, but now Rocky can't say marking and you. My first time I met a Luteja Cup. Aye, Kotokuraba market ya. President Kufuor, you need a design called one year. You cut it on. That's the first time I met you. But I found out me watch my TV. Drawings are here.
On your one drawings and all this.
And yeah, drawings. Then let us come to stadium.
One drawing. Stadium. Or your Shogologo bamboo drawings.
At least, President
Kufuor was just cutting sword for projects, non-existent projects. Or the nano.
But is there who admit to say? Omo drawings be
and
the idea na be current
drawings are current drawings are what they see. It was drawn by one Mr. Kwasam. Me if in company maybe Kwasam no designing and superb is an angasa.
Okay, but
very superb.
Insurance and what manage your central
insurance some Yankupon Nadom. Nyami dowa omo na kwani ya chachwa there all of a sudden there was water shortage all over in a lot of towns and villages in Central.
Why?
And then all of a sudden again in Suato Ama Sebi Rivers Nazi issue problem ba ye wo commander area baby your friend Kafo Titi Abrobiano ne nkwasi bi kaka dominance abransa. These are the areas your problem. I'm just there Moroboko minister for waterworks ne menyina ka tanwaka the ekona yebofa yeboboa yenyanuma wachicho, but our water problem has improved.
Okay. Improved by
we
what?
Is
it natural?
We have expanded the Hima Waterworks.
The last time
Hima Waterworks President Kufuor obeye. Yesu ya expanded. Ya expanding. Ne yama. Oh,
we kruko.
Oh, that. Oh, I gotta be a good guy. You ya America for woman visa.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay. So,
Masisia, a lot of towns and villages.
You wrap up with you on the central region. You are targeting how many seats?
20.
Inclusive is Kenya Japan.
Papa. Washile.
May.
Okay.
Imagine the seat in India. Oh yes.
Imagine the seat.
Mea. We see
central region seats.
No,
I'm saying that only Nipa it is one represent NDC. How can somebody?
Yeah. Don't worry. Don't worry. Me medidi.
Okay. All right. So you're back.
But one man respond to central region.
You want to respond? But
you see, your person. Obia or what send ja obu your program me person obu tie
Uniba asphalt. Yeah, president or promising Uniba for there.
Defensive tactics.
Or promising so good for there asphalt. Or promising Cape Coast the asphalt. Watch as the what you takes for the asphalt. Or promising KE oil Elmina the asphalt. Watch as the what you takes for the asphalt.
What again?
What we? Grace.
I'm a
President Kufuor Breso. Who cry from Enkrai? So we go Cape Coast and asking for Sua. Now what your will at all? Because we need to say back and answer back. What we require President Kufuor joke be bad say President Mills. Or the campaign one now, so could do the junction. We be send driver say, Ebe or him your way. I say, Uncle, Yedru was Ebe. And go for why I say Cape Coast Road. He mind water project.
Expansion on their part. Admission that President Kufuor
Human water project. You have leaders with vision. What you say? Leaders with vision. So we catch them say ene. Yani ya be fi krom and an expansion of Konyako. It is an okay so expand here. I don't have a problem. But so we a leader. Now betina ho na ensuo wo se Nyankopon to ensuo enti ye ho atoy. You have failed. Obaya who said we have a perennial water problem in the region. I was say a year priority.
Our reliance on nature.
Yes, we rely on nature to come and tell us.
Enyuma, here areas now, here water shortages in. Or yeah, along the at the salt belt. It is a kutubo kwapa inyenzu papa.
Kraji. The borehole.
Yes, we are pursuing the policy of town water projects. You know it.
Town water project.
Who constituency when you pay
because
who constituency when you pay.
I was saying yenya leaders here.
What is it about town water project now?
Community water, you know, na air pipe. I don't know what they are for sure. Last week, me ko farm in Tuma wo ayi obi catch and say obi afrese asin for ensuo. Hwɛ me ma breso MPP yakoje Oriat funding 16 million euros. See at the bayer for water ayi from Dangumaku. Yani kwam na batel score anya inti this is the other part. Yes, no. Dangumaku ensuo inti yamfan to prem. Nukurani me chief executive ye mistake. Me too kwa ba me baya nobody said you way ba Ghana water and sanitation so mu better say how ya ye be fi krom ya ye himan ya expanding Konyako enti fosu be fi krom for che himan water project a chain fosu a wo koji ayu water edi and sanitation no mempene on be fire kwa kosombo still mampene enti ya ye lay pipes be bia you see we here obi anani ebie woni say NDC about 2009 per MC ni Dimirika and wakofa adi we buy and net allote fosu ya the bill ebre wom kura na omu gan and the systems are not working.
Okay.
And he say we go to borehole. He said me fear where me to borehole. No my systems. Anyway, what is that? What is that? You can't correct because we are all from the region. What you say? Now share Rose. Now we say 7 years in class for. Allote Ghana.
At any given time, any situation be about, you should have a solution to that problem.
Ghana, in front of four, and our central region, and then the be back first. Because education, of course, you know, if we central, and you want to say, Sabi, you're in class for, and you won't cock yet, gata. We are gata, gata. No, I can't hear say. President Mahama promised asphalt into me, gata into me, asphalt. Tell that to the dogs.
Into normal. They be I am a candidate. I am one analysis of projects in the one. On your papa. Just because of politics.
One project.
Don't you see that we have changed the city of Accra? Look, what brings investors into your country? What brings investors into your country? Sir, woman, at the meme, no woman, wejija, and you don't invest a bit, but invest women.
Okay, hold on.
Cape Coast, baby, road to you or road to her. Oh, I will put them out there,
okay, so you establish a point. We among seats are all Gino, can Japan they come?
No, what? Oh, your target to pass.
Oh, do I power?
Me, no grown up when you want to the submarine, Baba.
Oh, well, 1760 February. What is it about this South Africa? Nana birthday. Wish Nana something.
And I was with him. No, just say. You'll be at this 72. He looks younger than Alute when this is 62.
Yo, Marty.
I wish him a happy birthday.
The president be in Ghana wait 72 though.
Okay.
Now more I'm for president before after independence any Ghana for we.
Okay.
So
what is it about Nana?
Mama, why has it?
No, why has it?
What is it about Nana? Nana, I'm a responsible. I am not a violent man. Nana do akasa.
Oh, say NDC
just quickly on that. Then we can
NDC for propaganda machine. A year juma. Say party, I say or propaganda secretary. Anytime be our who say when your problem, nan ho children pay. No person or equal a unity. Now a cofa. Nana no dear. They have succeeded in 2008-2012 by saying so Nana is violent. Nana is say into that biano almost a fairly or mine. What they go out there to say is, oh, Nana dear, we did for so tier Muntier programmer, Mugabe and boy and where Gmawahai. Where Gmawaha. Bobie, no, so Nana will come near Nayiripon Wakuni, Nany, or Ghana, the Obesom or Bede, Obekum will be. You see that kind of dirty politics. And now, all response, look, I'm not a violent person. Now, one example he gave. The way he comported himself, ruling, look, he wants Ghana well. Yes, may at all costs I have to be. Yeah, at all costs I have to be president. Nobody wants you. At the NDC for you be nobody share MPP for. And NDC at all costs they have to be in power. And you indeed, Nana Biano dear, and propaganda. Na me call omu documenta. Minya, I see a drink at ya. Omu meeting bako asimo kansa mukwa monkasa na na we medra second one monkasa monk oh no
no Mr. Menko because but document no document no document what is the document
what bisa
but what is the document
minim say when na dey bank am dey bechiro no no see the maka several times enye o ha no otumi ayi ano
go see o go
go na na lawyer na say wonyi nia Ada Nana respond to President Mahama State of the Nation address. Akwana mne nkuwa ha ni bro ni wa suit.
Dabi
obetina radio so question aye bisa no asema o kan say Nana ne kum ne yire Nana wonye lawyer. I'm telling you and now you sit there oh Debbie. It's a planned thing by NBC. Woma documented. This is the message you have to take around. Go and destroy him. Every region be woma documented so omunka. I'm telling you.
Every region.
Yes, every region. Now who are so diabolical?
I mean,
now they say when you be a dinner corner and found be.
Man for me, yeah, if you say yet in your phone, no page in bar.
Oh, caught you for press. Oh, he has some nice here. No, it's nice.
Yeah, very nice. No page in bar. Yes.
Yeah, friend. Oh no, he believes in success. In German, forget.
No,
you work for
it. For that.
More doctor.
Nana, just.
Inyama, Kenya, Yanu Kwagwe is on YouTube.
But why would you skip?
And I didn't get above that. I didn't get above that.
Or documents to that effect.
You need document to Kupo.
Now, Utie, Nana, response. Kofi Adams the mind.
Okay,
no, Kofi Adams no can dream also no man.
Say
Kofi Adams.
Siren, Kofi Adams kenim.
Papa no.
Hey, abuse of power.
Oh, in the grabo in the private ambulance will use it.
Yeah, we are private ambulance.
Yeah.
All right.
For me, I won't speak to Nana as being a violent person. One of Obakan or Michi, whatever, or Obakan. But you see, Nana initially gave that perception on Rangasa when he say all die be die. And in the young Ghanaian society, what we eat is violence. Africans in general, we don't adore violence. We abhor violence. And see, Nana Nangasa, he played into the game by telling his own people there, Inya Yekita, Sebita Frache, Ashua Minu, Miansa, until all die be die. And in politics, if you say that, what's a Techamakan no chodo or team margin origin.
He played into that game.
Yes, he played into the game.
What game?
Until now, gasa enwa aye there ye pie wusu moti yes e ya tete there etdam na ya sha na walankasa aka kan wo ahyem nje anu ye baka mo most of thing simple as that. Okay. Name 2012. Oh, we are addressing that.
Yeah, just addressing name.
Mama, me want some kind. Oh, 2012, like he said, for me, I gave him a thumb. Why has he's shown himself as a statesman?
No choice.
What? You see, to African politicians, you ask yourself, I know what choice, I know any choice. Depending upon any ambition, then you might say there our choice.
And you're African, all over the world.
And see, I wouldn't say there our choice, I know only choice. But at that particular time, when Ghana was calling for peace, I mean, he came out to say there, it's all right. Let's forge ahead as a nation. And see, that gave him that level of being a very good statement. But again, it's like Nana is going back or is hibernating from that status as a good statement because he is not addressing the violence that is taking place in his party.
Okay, if you talk about this, there probably I don't know whether you buy into news for the Kwakubakukai. Let me do a quotation. I don't know why people have refused to see that in terms of integrity, Nana Addo is indestructible. You may not like him for one or two reasons, and that is natural. He himself does not expect everybody to like him, but like him or not, in terms of his political and professional career, his integrity is indestructible.
Enyima, yes, that is from Kweku's own perception about Nana. I may have a different view about Nana. But the issue is that so far as others are and then there are human beings, people will look at you from different angles.
Okay.
Depending upon how you endear yourself to people. And that is why he has support. And that is why some people dislike him. And it's natural.
Okay.
Now, Nana will need to tell the whole world that I'm not a violent man because I've been able to address the issue of the bulldogs, the issue of invisible forces, the fight at the party headquarters, the war between him and his national chairman, Afoko. These are the things Ghanaians will want to see.
What's over here? What's over here? Oh, the war between Mumuni Rollins and Mrs. Rollins. No, baby son. What do you have propaganda? Who name Mrs. Rollins? What, Maso? Only Mr. Rollins.
Mrs. Rollins, waka to the party. The problem is all. Hey, Mrs. Rollins, what to the party? Say, Afoko, or cut to the party. They ever get yes, then Nana is right.
Oh, I see you don't get Yanni. Kofi Adams. Okay. I see you don't get Yanni Rollins. I see you don't get Yanni Rollins.
I'll take wrap up on this one.
Oh, now let's have a violence. What MPP? Now when DC violence, do bet me. What can we?
As a mama get war.
But I'm telling you the truth. The problems you have in your party.
I'll take for see on this one.
For a year period, the crisis in the MPP aqua to the extent there Oyimpa won the second move. Oyimpa was the acid and the leader of the party is not addressing that issue.
Mahama will address it, Tepa. We organize an call war, Obisi kind of Mahama will address it. You see, you are lying here.
Enyima, what is taking place?
DC Mahama, a president, DC, MC ni Ewo, Mahama. What do you mean, actually? What did he say?
A strong and a vibrant party, Galan. There is always that harmony and peace at its headquarters. I'm telling you today. Say, our party office, there are no activities taking place at your party office. There is always quarrel, fight, troubles, this and that. It tells you the nature of that party.
Okay, FS here.
Nti oh me the land. No, me never say me the land.
Only asem bi aka. Mani land.
Nti
Baba mam chance dey.
Say Nana Ewa Sisiala also I'm not a violent man. For me, the akanana for us to believe him there, he's not a violent man. Only there. Them issues here, OCC one party. No address.
Or address those
you should go beyond that
to clear that perception.
and make sure that people's rights are respected in this party.
All right, Mami, and Lotte Jacobs.
Lotte Jacobs Kabrofu. Mrs. Rollins. Adia Wayama NDC. Only President Rollins. Our tea party. And the other you. Who and let who become MPP as violent. Send your musi mishandle Mrs. Rollins. Muko Legon. Mukwe Dana. Dr. Ubeda Samwa, a quarter the party.
No, Ubeda Samwa is over in this moment.
And then, or quarter the party. Maybe some then or quarter the party.
No, on no figure.
Who party, Moody Moja, and a swear. Rollins is trying Moja at this swear. Who never violent?
No, Rollins is in the Moja or the sign manifesto.
What is that manifesto?
No figure outside. I swear by my blood. It doesn't mean that Rollins will be a party.
Shani Padua PNDC and now the Batun Chaba say MPP violent.
Are you defending Rollins or
I'm defending my party?
Demonizing Rollins.
I'm defending my party, but I'm just how violent, wicked, evil NDC.
Namunya to trust him, Namunya violent. Give us the real situation. South Africa for the number of Ghana.
In South Africa, is simple. You see, in this world, Yamma Nukure Enedi. Sir, Yatiho, a member of parliament, Tinifi, Yakukuno. What you say? Obi, if you ask it, so as he's saying, Obi, ya want a second. Lot of crimes are being committed. Next, I can say, hey, maybe a situation you do. System no, you lose guard, we are rougher, we flag bearer problem. So, security for an pick so this time, let us give them training. Now we can even see some painful Nipan demeanor crabbeting at Chelsea, which may say position say and also Gina to protect your flag bearer anyway. So if you get people here to train with security, what is wrong with that? First of all, media, BNI arresting those guys, I don't have a problem. First, and he said, and when the child said the security agencies are working, it's good they arrest them to probe into whatever is happening. Oh my yes, our NHS system you lose. I don't have a problem with that. But open in America or Europe, no, say Obi Baye flag bearer, presidential candidate, you know. America says Secret Service, they give him protection. At the same time, on one case, SR security are protected. What you say? So, I was say a bino to cut this thing short. Even making sure say every flag bearer, at least you have a man of police for me, protected. Oh yes, sir. He will not be forced to go and look for on one protection. And what I say, you train we are. So I dream bonnie won the team one. I know a person born in Waya. We could have taken them to South Africa. What you say? To train them by Bananka. I dream bonnie won team. No. We wanted them to be here. Train them, making sure say be a year. And it is our corner coach will be. Now one who said no. Any panel, now only bad intention here. The seriousness of the case may be every Thursday no adia is. Kwabna. My antinaha enyese ene alote wo NDC enti power no ebe won chair for the rest of his life. My antinaha nkase power e wo me kana Japan 70 ebe wo me nsem for the rest of my life. Let the system and the law works in this country. What NDC did, and for that matter, national security, BNI for.
Talk about BNI, don't talk about NDC.
So,
talk about BNI.
Whatever they did, they were doing it for Mahama.
No.
So what are you talking about?
No, you can't make emphatic statements like that.
That is an emphatic statement.
No.
That is an emphatic statement.
BNI has no party.
Listen,
Patrol, don't make a mistake on that.
BNI.
What is NDC for now?
E be na. Na here for no go. One about 99.9%. Omo NDC for nko
no check there. President Kufuor.
Yes.
Don't come in.
Recruitment
Yes. President Kufuor by recruitment. Mr. 99.9%. President Kufuor by recruitment. Omo you money.
No.
Omo you money.
Hold on. But your allegation is unfounded. If you hold on to that.
Yeah.
Say BNI for no Mudilia. Don't tag them some politicians. Probably you have a challenge with the own process of my
Cratchy. I am telling you, dear, never asema esin ediagro. What is happening today? A lot of people are learning. One here, one day, they will kill you and take whatever you have, and there will be no law to defend what ama oyireno ma aye. What BNI did, sir, court, etimiama ruling, say enipa say mama on bail, and that say on famra, munko say, what's the yampne? Here is them today, but it's me tomorrow. That is why we need to condemn that. Na abrochi bebia, and can they charge those BNI boys contempt right there? Na se court tonight me and charge you on contempt. Omo ye bogus. They are finished. Nobody will respect the court in this country. There will be chaos. Obia will take the law into his own hands and defend himself. Is that what we want in this country? What is the message? NDC for them say they are intimidating Ghanaians. You can't intimidate anybody. Go and read French Revolution. I always refer people to read French Revolution. And you what they say? Who was system now? Who bet me intimidating everybody? A day will come that the people will have it to this point, and they don't care. Even in the Bible, akwatafuano etna gate inechi na come do on. They decided, say, look, yetna epunu echi a come bedi yam yewu and ye yam ko ne ko. What happened? That is the message to Muhammad and NDC.
What's there? Woman go Syria for one camp.
What you say?
And ye bia wait man na wait in Moaka waiting. Ye benye di.
And on kwa na here then.
Jene.
What you say? So
okay,
let us maybe I can say let us respect the laws of this land. Alote today we are NDC in Tiabia. Ukoye bibia Central Regional Chairman ye betwitwa jo. But what about tomorrow? And ya ukra hey bia na akoye oba. It is no good. We need to change it. What is it? We have to condemn that. Again, the seriousness of the whole thing is we have a reciprocal action. What they have done to South Africans, I don't want to predict anything. But call for those who were South Africa. How many South Africans do you have in Ghana here? Or mine, I'm more born into Ghana for to coin. Are you protecting your citizens? Oh, bibia. Oh, yes. Bibia. Young women question. I don't know. Say, BNI, national security, almost special advisors, being so. Almost veterans, they think through all these things. The outcome of decision, and I'm son of because every move Oma make it beyond Oma and what Ghana, you didn't win him. You didn't cry outside. The whole world is reading this.
Why do you think that BNI been that akukudruno to defy
a now you are talking. Omunya kukudruno because they have all NDC and they've been instructed to do it. I don't want to use that American word. But what they come back and once you appear zombie, go and do it. Master say and omuye. Wunya security agencies, the country is doomed. So let us avoid these kind of things. Here, so Omanipani Bay, watching a passport, now only under surveillance. Any move, you can still arrest them again. I didn't know defy court. Maybe you have many say, Jack, court to party me a take a decision. They say, Oman reduce the powers of the judiciary. They are nobody. Now, it's risky for us.
As a country.
As a country. And Alote, my young condemn, they make sure because it's you today, it's me tomorrow. I give you what, you debate you net, Ufisa and Yawa, a young kunti, now one way, Obi so Ochina, I was say amra eninka so ebeye wonne ebeye me ochina but what message and you be Ghana for what legacy are we living are we going by our constitution or the rules of this country the laws of this country maybe be a having as for BNI going to arrest them I support them 100% and in a trial say our security agencies are on top but now go finding out na enioma no enye sa na tie who charges are we buy and na judge no ehwe ho e ma the ruling you did not change your charge sheet
okay a lot of text messages about there's one prominent Ghanaian I'll go through the same exercise BNI for say Opamcho I should hold on to his name but making kind of message good morning in fact Ghana is sick no law especially BNI full of NDC have been there before. They always refuse court order. And always they used to follow order from above and forget court order. I saw some people there when I was in. Up to date, they have refused to take them to court. Omahine is very, very bad. Why would the security always do this? Try to follow so that they follow court order. This is, okay, I will not because that's what you've told me. Okay, so once I'm just we are with my mom. And this one also says that Michael from Asamanka say, I greet you this one. Please tell Honorable Ken to let Chemalote to make his point and let him stop defending the bad things that is going on in his party. If indeed he believes in the truth. God bless you and your crew. Another one jumps true. To my opinion, BNI acted right for rearresting these mercenaries upon the evidence they had against the mercenaries. They have the right within the ambit of the law to do what they did. MPP should stop dragging the name of the president into this. After all, we cannot allow them to take the law into their own hands. Alaji Willie P. Ewo Efie Kuma Ano Onosudi Weaba. Thomas Seidu Ibrahim, Ghana's risk is MPP, and also was a lot of your text messages get it through. Enti making canning now so the amamo. Chamalite, ye bekwa could try a 1 minute back, but I was a fire no until the county back. It's your cover. The one that was about to your cover.